I just so happen to be a boxing fan that the fact that I do watch him fight, you know what I'm saying? Like, I really like boxing.
Are you open to immediate rematch?
In my contract, immediate rematch was signed. I signed for the immediate rematch when I signed for the first fight.
Right.
Just in case he lost or just in case it was a draw.
So when you got a rematch clause, how long we take it?
It's up to the A side and when they want to fight. So I'm thinking it's going to be soon. I'm hoping it's going to be soon. Let's say that.
What is soon to you? When you say soon to me, I'm thinking a month.
I'm thinking July.
I'm thinking July for sure.
What happens when the man who built you decides he wants to break you? Gervonta Davis is in the fight of his life, but this time it's not just about belts. It's about treachery. Floyd, as smuggled tape has revealed something amazing. Mayweather has finally joined Team Roach, and not only as a hype man,
because leaked footage just exposed something wild. Floyd Mayweather has officially joined Team Roach, and not just as a hype man. Floyd pulled up to Lamont Roach's private training camp, fully gloved, whispering strategy in the corner, dissecting Tank's every move, and helping Lamont turn the rematch into a full-blown execution. The internet's exploding. This isn't just another rematch. This is war. And Mayweather just chose sides. Let's rewind the tape.
Floyd arrived at Lamont Roach's secret training camp, fully gloved, whispering strategy in the back, analyzing Tank's every move, and assisting Lamont in turning the rematch into a full-fledged execution. The internet is booming. This isn't another rematch. This is war, and Mayweather simply picked sides. Let us rewind the tape. Gervonta Davis versus Lamont Roach was meant to be an easy title defense for Tank. The Barclays Center was crowded, the lights were bright, and the boxing world expected Tank to cruise past Lamont.
No, I think Lamont Roach is a terrific fighter. He might be a little over his head with Gervonta Davis. Gervonta Davis is, I mean, to say the least, he's a beast. He really is. He's a tremendous fighter. He's a dedicated fighter when it comes to training and fighting and making sure that he's in optimal conditions when he steps inside that squared circle. It's going to be a tough night for Roach, but you can never count him out. You know, watching him fight up close and personal, he's sneaky good, which means he can catch you at any time. He can land combinations, sometimes at will, without you even knowing it. You know, he's that sneaky. So yeah, it's going to be very interesting. But you know, obviously Gervonta Davis has the experience. He has the knowledge. He has that mean streak in him that will take you out with any punch.
But what we got was one of the most divisive decisions in recent history. Lamont Roach started round one with no fear and no respect. He pressed forward with a clean jab, outworked Tank in the middle rounds, and started discovering weaknesses in Davis' defense. Fans saw it, experts saw it, and even Tank's corner seemed shaken by the sixth round.
Even without the lead, that should have been a knockdown. I thought I should have won a competitive fight. I think I did what I needed to do necessary to bank the rounds. I'm just a little frustrated with the scorecards. I thought I should have won.
But the ninth round changed everything. Midway through the round, Roach landed a stunning counter right hand that caused Tank to stumble. Tank fell to his knees a few moments later, under extreme pressure. The stadium gasped, cameras swooped in, but the referee waved it off. No knockdown, no point penalty, no explanation, and Roach's momentum was gone. The battle went 12 rounds, and when the judges read the scorecards, it was a draw. The crowd booed, Supporters online branded it a robbery, and the boxing community instantly asked for a rematch.
All the talk throughout the years, what you would do against somebody like Tank, your style versus his. Was that not the blueprint? And can you not do 10x that?
I'm not even going to shit on him. But look, I want some money tonight. That's all I'm happy for. I want money tonight.
Shakur, tell us something, bro. Like, what did you think about the decision?
I ain't going to shit on him.
Okay.
We still got to see each other. He say he want to fight me, so we going to fight.
But what do you think about the decision?
I thought Lamont won.
You thought Lamont won. Got you. I'll talk to you later, Shakur. Good looking.
Tank want a rematch. Do you let me know now? Do you want to fight Tank again? He said he over to do a rematch. Do you want to fight Tank
100%.
again?
It's only a matter of time. We're gonna fight. We're gonna fight again. It's just whenever the fight gonna happen.
So it's gonna happen.
It's going to happen.
Okay. They say they want it in New York again. Do you want to fight again in the Barclays Center?
I wouldn't mind, but I'd love for it to be in DC.
Okay, cool.
I love for it to be in DC.
But we didn't expect Floyd Mayweather to be the one to help Lamont finish the job. Fast forward to this week, and leaked video floods social media.
We got Floyd Money Mayweather walking through. You know, this is home in Miami. We're coming through. Got my man GT. You know what the vibes are like when GT walk in the gym? Work. Nothing but. Hall of Fame coat.
Floyd Mayweather, hoodie up and surrounded by Lamont squat in a private Vegas gym, shows Roach's footwork angles. How to timing Tank hooks to turn off the ropes. How to bait the body shot and slip the uppercut. This isn't just surface level guidance. This is straight up battle planning.
When I say certain things, they say, oh, he's hating. There's no different from when I talked about the thing with Gervonta, for instance. When I said that I need all fighters. I said I need all the young fighters that's making money in the sport of boxing. What I need you guys to do is do this. Brother, it's Chrome Heart, Gucci, Louis, Mercedes. We need to take our money and invest in real estate so that we can live that same great life when our careers are over. So I guess that he took it as, I guess he's the only one that wears Chrome Heart. He's the only one that wears Gucci. He's the only one that wears Louis Vuitton. He's the only one that drives a Mercedes. And last time I checked, we got fighters all around the world that wear top flight clothes that make good money.
According to inside sources, Floyd has been advising Roach on sparring technique, ring IQ, and, most importantly, how to drive Tank into uncomfortable positions. Floyd has been studying Tank's habits round by round and giving homework to Lamont.
Honestly, I thought I should have won without that being counted a knockdown. Look, I ain't the ref. I ain't really, you know what I'm saying? Like, if he had the white sweat out his eye, he had the white sweat out his eye. But the rules do state, if you voluntarily take a knee, then that's an automatic 8 count. But it is what it is. I wasn't relying on that. I was relying on what I was doing in there. I think I was taking control. I think I was landing more shots. I think I was landing more power shots. And I thought I was doing my thing. So I'm not really that frustrated about that. But if that was kind of a knockdown, I would win the majority decision.
And this wasn't a one-time call. Mayweather has been stopping by several times a week. Quiet, no cameras, just business. Insiders close to Mayweather think he was enraged by the first fight. Floyd stated that if the referee had done his job, counted the knee in round 9, and deducted points from Tank for holding and ducking, Lamont Roach would have won.
Did you get your hair done 2 days before the fight?
Yeah. I ran water over it today, but I must say do it enough.
Can you describe what the feeling was like in the ring? And was it to get the towel out, to get the burn out of your eyes, or what was going on? And
I didn't want to get caught. I didn't want to get caught while my eyes was burning, and you know, like, you can get knocked out like that. So I'd rather take the knee than, you know. But I didn't really know that you can like get disqualified for all that. Or like when you start counting, I'm like, what the hell? But I don't know. It's cool.
And let's be honest, that 9th round knee wasn't a slip or a balance problem. It was a man becoming overwhelmed. If the official had correctly called the knockdown, the entire momentum would have shifted.
This is my opinion. Sure. It was a great fight. It was a close fight. Depending on what they do with that decision of taking the knee, depending if the commission reverses the decision, or I think the draw was meant to be. So I like the draw. No, if you take the knee, man, if you take a knee in the 90s or in 2000, you're taking a point out. That's the bottom line. You're taking a point out. I don't know what happened with the referee. Maybe he was a little starstruck. Maybe he was a little, because he loves Tank. He loves New York. He loves the big lights. The referee with the eyes, he's like, a point should be deducted if you take a knee. It's a fact. It's in the rule book, right? The fact that they didn't take it away, then that's where the controversy is, right? It's not, look, did Gervonta get hit? Was he dazed? Who knows? Only he knows. But what I saw, when you take a knee, that's an automatic point. That's just the rule. This is not basketball. This is not, this is not basketball where, wait, hold on, my ankle hurts. Hold on, let me take a timeout. You don't take timeouts in boxing. It just doesn't happen. Whether he had something in his eye or not, you have to fight. There's 3 minutes to fight. So if you take a knee, if you go to your corner, the rules are the rules. And I don't know what New York is gonna settle on, but the rules are the rules.
Mayweather knows he's seen it 1,000 times, which is why he's digging down on Lamont. He sees the rematch as redemption for Roach and himself. In my view, it was a tremendous fight. It was a tight fight depending on what they do with the decision of taking the knee, depending on whether the commission reverses the rule. Or I believe it. I think the draw was meant to be, so I like the draw. No, if you take a knee, man, if you take a knee in the 90s or in 2000, you're taking the point off. That's the bottom line. You're taking the point up. I don't know what happened with the referee. Maybe he was a little hysteric. Maybe he was a little, the referee with the eyes, he's like a point should be deducted. If you the fact that they did not take it away at the time is the source of the trouble, correct? It is not. Look, was Gervonta hit? Was he dazed? Who knows? Only he knows. However, I noticed that when you take a knee, you automatically get a point. That is just the way. This isn't basketball. This is not, sports. Wait, hang on, hold on. My ankle hurts, hold on, let me take a break. In boxing, timeouts are not used. They simply do not exist. Whether he had something in his eye or not, you must fight. There are 3 minutes to fight. So if you take a knee or go to your corner, well, the rules are the rules, and I'm not sure what New York will decide. But the rules are the rules. So what is Mayweather doing? He's remaking. Roach becomes a defensive monster. Mayweather has been teaching Lamont basic money team principles like shoulder rolls, inside counters, ring control, and keeping his chin tucked while irritating the pressure fighter. He's showing Lamont how to draw a tank, set traps, and profit from Gervonta's overcommitment. Floyd allegedly brought in his own hand-picked sparring partners to mimic Tank's explosive speed and southpaw stance. This isn't just mentorship, it's full-fledged blueprint creation. And Lamont's looking smarter than ever, but don't act surprised. Floyd had been helping Tank's foes for years, before the Garcia-Davis fight. Floyd Loki sent his crew to train Ryan on how to cut off the ring while staying calm in the face of Tank's mental tactics. Garcia even admitted later that he took some of Floyd's film study into camp. Didn't win, but the respect was there. Young fighters he loves to embrace. Kai, so what was being around talking to Floyd like? What has Floyd taught you about fighting, and has it made you a better fighter? Cause he could tell me all day to do that he does and I couldn't do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, what does being around a guy like Floyd do for you? He could tell you go run at 2 o'clock in the morning. Yo, morning running, that's a lot of the times your opponent sleep. It could be little things that'll take you to the next level. You know that Floyd, a person like Floyd, like if he tells you that you're going to take a lot of heat to it and it's going to give you a different type of motivation when you're doing it. He can show you something, and it could be the same thing. You might not be able to do it like him, but just it coming from him. When Martin was rumored to fight Tank Mayweather, Floyd offered him help in the form of sparring sessions and coaching tips. He publicly denied it, but sources say he advised Martin on how to delay Tank in the early rounds, but recently implied that Floyd was giving him advice on how to take down Davis in a hypothetical catchweight battle. They've been seen chatting at times, and Floyd is clearly hoping to see someone like but humble Tank. Floyd is no longer hiding this trend, and he is going all in with Lamont Roach. To comprehend all of this, you must first grasp Floyd and Tank's real conflict. Gervonta Davis was formerly known as Mayweather Promotions' Golden Boy. Floyd groomed him, pushed him, and put him in the center, but when Davis began to win and gain clout, things changed. Tank felt as if he were being used. He accused Floyd of keeping him back, stopping him from shining outside of the Mayweather shadow. He said Floyd made moves that were detrimental to his business, such as delaying major fights or over-promoting Mayweather's own brand. The final straw, Tank said Floyd intentionally tried to get him beat by putting him in tough fights with no proper notice or favor their relationship sour, and eventually Tank left Mayweather Promotions entirely. First of all, Floyd going to never want to see no one like a fighter do better than them. How the save Terrence Crawford should fight. I'm going to be there. That don't make no sense. You don't never want to see nobody be better than him. I'm telling you. Last question. He's a great fighter and my bad man, and because I don't want to say like he's just a scumbag, but it's like he's a great fighter, and sometimes he can be good, but it's like it's always I'm this. But even after the split, the tension never left, and now Mayweather's taking the tension to a new level. Attempting to take Tank's legacy down with him. This rematch isn't just about Lamont Roach getting redemption, it's about Floyd proving a point. It's about Tank protecting his reputation at a time when the boxing world is already calling him out. What's your name? Got your people y'all all stepping where dirt at. I don't know what that mean. I love lemon. I don't like no you don't need J do the trash talk. Make you miss after the draw, after the 9th round controversy, and after Bud Crawford ripped him to shreds for the knee moment. Gervonta image took a serious hit. The world saw vulnerability. People started doubting if Tank's really an unbeatable monster anymore. Another thing I want to touch on is the fluid situation. Flow is fluid. That's like I say Tank is Tank man, but at the end of the day the man is chasing greatness, and you should be supporting that. I always tell you that you should be supporting that. It's a hard road that we see what's going on. Just pay attention, man. The story is going to reveal itself, but again, that's how you burn brings us. Somebody said they say the true colors of a person that's coming out, man. They can't stand it. Calm as I don't like using that word calm, but our Lord knows he knows. And if Roach coached by Floyd comes back and wins decisively, that's not just a loss for Tank, that's a legacy shifting moment. Here's the worst part for Tank. He can't hide from this. Floyd's involvement has put a target on his back. The media is watching, fighters are watching, his fans are watching. If Tank doesn't come back and dominate, his stock takes a massive dive, and if Floyd's fingerprints are all over the loss, that's the ultimate humiliation. Getting out coached by the same man who once called you the future. Tank might be acting like he's moved on, but everyone can see through it. Ever since that controversial draw, he's been dodging the rematch talk like it's the plague, saying he's got other fights lined up, that the timing's off, and hinting that it won't happen this year. I'm not sure, bro. I'm definitely not sure, but hopefully we could get it before. No, probably not this year. Is it the one you want next? That is the one. Yes, it is the one I want next, but it will not be next. You might notice it in a minute, but let's be honest, those are all reasons. It's clear something went wrong for him in the first fight. He got exposed, caught off guard, and the whole boxing world knows it, so he's trying to buy time, reset the narrative, and delay bringing it back until the clamor goes down. But here's the thing, he can run forever. That rematch clause, it's legally binding, and it's not asking for a tune-up fight. It's demanding an instant round. To Tank might be trying to stall, but the paperwork is calling him out. I already signed my first contract for an instant rematch in the case of a draw, or if I win, so I'm already legally signed to a rematch. It's on him. I hope we can get it done, because I want to show the world that that wasn't a fluke. So here we are. Gervonta Davis against Lamont Roach 2 is definitely the most personal rematch of the year, but it's more than just belts. It's about old wounds, new foes, and Floyd Mayweather, the guy who started it all. He made Tank, and now he's going to break him. And Lamont Roach is just the tool Floyd's using. So, who do you have in this rematch? Can Lamont Roach complete the job, or will Gervonta demonstrate that he stays the face of boxing no matter who coaches in the background? Let me know in the comments, and remember to join. I'll see you in the next movie.